Hi, everyone. I'm Brian. Ryan Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Pass to Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
And stolen by Williams. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Thompson with a steal. And he lays it up and in. Thompson's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Thompson attacking. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Give him 8 points now.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
He certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Gordon can't hit.
Right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And stolen by Edwards. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green. Back to Green. It's Edwards on the wing. Goes back up. Bull grabs the board.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Thompson, that's good.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Edwards, here we go. It's hauled in by Houston.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Ellis. Goes back up. And it's Thompson getting it to go. Thompson's got 12.
We talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Back to Edwards. Screen by Gordon. To the inside. Outside for Green. Knocks it down from distance.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Thompson outside. Pass to Thompson. Here's the 3. And that's good. Played Thompson for 3.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Now here's Thompson. 12 points for him. And there's the lob. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
And it's Green missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And he drops the first.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. Here's Monk. Gordon outside. To the middle. No good with a layup. Thompson scanning the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 18 points in the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Amen Thompson. He is feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for Houston. He was dominant. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. One topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Gordon. Now, here's Green. Outside Monk. Inside. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Another one from Thompson. They just can't match his athleticism.
Outside, Green. Screen by Gordon. Gordon on the wing. Pass to Hayward. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
First team.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. He's rounding into He's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
It's Monk on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Green. Drummond inside. Back to Monk. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
From deep, Hayward. Offensive board. Oh, they get a hand on it. Thompson with it. Hayward picks him up. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. The three is up. Drummond grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Pippen. Horford outside. And here is Green. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Houston leading by 16. And here's Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Tice left side. Puts it up from the high post. Misses off the right iron. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Oh! Edwards finishes the break.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Pass to Thompson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He does not get the second one.
The athletic ability of Amen Thompson is easily seen. The way he runs, he's fluid, and how physical he can get. Boy, that combination is potent.
Here's Edwards.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Thompson's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 12. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Here's Van Vliet. He's scoreless. And 1:01 left in the second. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, BA, is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell. Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Here's Edwards cutting inside. Tice grabs the miss.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
And now the Mavs on the run. And the shot goes. Edwards has got 8 points in the quarter.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And Josh Green going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And the second free throw is good. Now Edwards. Got it off in time. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pass to Thompson. Up top, Thompson. Here's Ellis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ellis has got his first basket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the three. It's hauled in by Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition. They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Williams with the screen. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature. You have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, "My body told me, no more, bro."
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Another steal. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 7.
And their transition offense triggering this run.
Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Doesn't go that time. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-2 run.
Their defense is getting beat up the floor, and no adjustments have been made at all.
Outside Monk. Pass to Green. Going inside. The rebound by Allen. Houston leading by 20. Now here's Thompson. Fires for 3. Counted from distance. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Outside Monk. Pass to Green. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Thompson. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 33.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Monk. Pass to Green. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Toppin with a steal. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Outside, Green. Gordon on the wing. Pass to Monk. Green, a screen. Jacks up a 3. Okogie pulls down the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Back to Tice. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. Tice has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, BA, you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Green. Pass to Monk. Inside. Here's Horford. The layup misses. And so it's Houston in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressure. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the Mavericks call time here. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Pass to Tice. Here's Shepard. Out to Thompson. Now Tice. Ooh, poked away. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Edwards with it. Pass to Horford. Outside Edwards. Back to Horford. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Second personal foul.
And the NBA moving to a two-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Thompson outside. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Edwards. Pass to Pippen. Back to Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And it's Houston's ball. Thompson with a screen. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And here's Shepard for three. Drummond grabs the miss. Here's Edwards. On the take. The rebound by Shepard. And Houston has possession. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Thompson. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
Drummond likes to be in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor, playing defense and gobbling up rebounds. He makes a lot of good defensive plays.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
Clock at 4. Thompson attacking. Drops in the layup for two. Thompson's got 40 points.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Edwards, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Driving in. Edwards pulls it in. Horford outside. Back to Edwards. Takes the three. Connects from downtown. Edwards has got 9 points in the quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson with the bounce, rising up for the jam.
Down low. Pass to Pippen. This one for three. It's hauled in by Houston.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Thompson.
Count it. Good. Thompson's got 44.
This coaching staff encourages Thompson to look for a shot, especially when he's in close.
And the Mavericks call time here. A big group substitution here for Dallas. And so it's Dallas with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, B.A.
Yep, that one's good.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Outside Monk. Pass to Green. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Amin Thompson.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left side wing. Here's Thor. Six to shoot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Outside, Green. And so it's Houston winning this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up.